Hello, Falguni.
Hello, Jez.
Last time we were talking about the 90-day plan and how you break it up into 30-day chunks. And we were also talking about your three main areas, which are pivot, shift, and adjustment.
Yes.
Can you think of any examples which fit into this bit about adjustments that need to be made by a business?
Yes. So one of my clients, has 30 employees, and it's a retail business. And so, the different departments are running as best as they can. But one of the things I told them is, who can you move from their current role to where there is, the need where it's extremely busy. Okay, so that's what they looked at where they could move people, and that's what they've done. Other people in other departments, again, the work is not there, so they've had to furlough them. There are some employees where they've offered pay cuts because they still need them, but they don't need them as much. And so what I've advised them to do is, try and keep as many employees as possible. You don't want to make people redundant if you really don't need to, because it's also thinking about, when we come out of this period, it's not just the survival of it, but think longer term, because things will return to normal eventually, and you don't want to lose good people. And it's all about showing leadership at this time. So as the leader, of course, you are really passionate about your business surviving, and you have to be really focused. But at the same time, there's the management side of it as well, which is about productivity and competency. So the productivity needs to continue, but how to best do it so that you can your cash flow is safe, as it were, so that you've adjusted your team so that you try and keep as many as possible, but with the key people at the moment, taking you through this period.
The thing about furlough, it seems to me, is that what you're doing is you're creating, or rather reconstituting, like a football squad. So you have 20 people, but 11 people are playing at any given time. But you swap people out and bring them in as and when. Do you think that's about right?
Yes, and so it's tapping into other skills that your employees have got that you didn't know because they were doing a different role. So it's also asking your employees what else do they think they're good at, and can they help their colleagues who are busier. And so that's also a way of making sure that it's an inclusive culture.
Yes. There's all manner of flexibility that comes out of this rather confusing, at least initially, period of crisis. I guess that there's a huge amount of clarity that's going to come out from this as well.
Yes, absolutely, and it's a time to get the most out of your people. That should always be the situation anyway. But I think what's happened has really highlighted how important a team is, because without a team there is no business. But currently adjustments need to be made, and as I said, when you're making a plan every in 30-day chunks, things change, and so you have to be ready to replan. And so having a plan and constantly referring to it as a guide really keeps the focus for the boss, the CEO, the managing director, but also focus for all the team.
Yeah, I guess what you're helping people to do is to optimize their business. Yes?
Yes. So, what skills have you got now, and how can you use them to the best advantage to keep this business going, and also to manage your cash flow at the same time?
good things can happen from this crisis, definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you again, Falguni.
Thank you, Jez.